Hello guys, Alpha Smurf back again. Okay, so for those traders who have been asking me to do a vlog update of my status, so I'm here today to do a vlog journey of what has happened for the past few weeks. So basically this stream, right, is basically giving a short summary of what has happened, followed with the lesson number 2 about trading. So the main thing is I started from a complete stranger on this eToro platform. In fact, 5 days ago, my follower was 0 and my copiers was 0. So all this happened because of just one main incident, and I will get back to this shortly. From complete stranger to what I am today in 5 days. So before that, right, let me briefly introduce myself for the benefit of those people who just don't know much about me. So I have been a forex trader for more than 10 years. Actually, you can look at that. Look at the bio right here. So prior to doing this trading thing, right, I was a full-time auditor for 8 years. I lead audit for some of the regional hedge fund and private equity firms in Singapore. So whatever I'm trading, right, I'm using a technique, using Elliott waves and other fundamentals and technical conditions, right, to couple with my wave analysis to have a more successful prediction. So basically, right, this is my stats for now. This is 4th month into this eToro thing. By the way, this is not the only broker I have. In fact, this 4 months of trading, prior to it, I've done a lot of other brokers, and the reason why I started off using eToro is because this stats over here, right, is more transparent and allows all the people out there to look at your stats and what kind of portfolio you're having. Just like now, right, I'm having these two portfolio, SPS 500 and as well as USD MXN. Both are up now. So this is my stats. But by far, because as an Elliott wave trader, this is not a fair representation of my stats now. Because, you know, as I mentioned in the one of the lesson few months ago, right, I mentioned for Elliott wave traders, how we trade is we trade impulse, we wait for whatever correction and trade the next impulse. The thing is, whatever stats is showing here is just based on ability to capture on certain like low time frames, like 15 minutes and 1 hour time frames of the impulse. But bear in mind that in the year 2016 and 17 cumulatively, right, I quadrupled my account because of capturing a weekly impulse, as I mentioned before. So as I said, this is not a fair representation because this movement will most probably be captured periodically. It's not like the case of this 4 months over here, I'm able to show that stats over here. Just like for the case of, let me give an example I did a few months ago. That would be, still remember the US CAD move that I mentioned before? That was, how many? 2016, right? Yeah, that was a 2016 move. So this was a weekly down move. And during the year of 2016 and 2017, I quadrupled my account because I'm able to leverage on the big down move over here, as well as the big down move over here. So just bear in mind that this is the potential stats I'm going to show to you guys. And all these stats is just the 4 months of mediocre 15 minutes and 1 hour trades. Okay, so let's go more into the details. I have a private Telegram group, but this privilege is currently for those people who currently don't have any account on eToro. So if you don't have the luxury of time and would like to learn more about trading to earn passive income for yourself, right? Just message me online at AlphaSmith and then I'll update you more. So let's talk about more things now. Do you know what's the significance of 9 copiers? 9 copiers. So I started off at 0 copier 5 days ago because of one main incident. I will elaborate in further what is that incident about. My account, for some reason, my followers spike up to 100 plus followers and my copiers increased to 9. In fact, it just increased 2 in few minutes ago. Oh my god. Okay. So basically it means that these 9 people commit funds in you. So if you go berserk and get yourself drunk, right, and decide to gamble away your money, not only you would lose your money, but those people who actually copy your trades will lose the same amount of money. So you have to be very responsible in that sense. So good news is I seldom drink, so I won't get myself drunk. So you are safe. So even if I drink, right, I'm more like a responsible drinker. But joke aside, let's look at some of the example of some random traders that if you were to follow them, I don't know. Let's just look at some random ones. Just some random ones that actually post some comments on my trades. Okay, let's look at this. I'm not picking on anyone, I'm just randomly clicking on some profile over here. Look at this guy. Okay. Just picture this. If you were to follow someone like him, max drawdown 100%, if you invest like $1,000 on him, probably you will have lost the full 1,000 in that drunk session or anything. Not saying that you are drunk, but so that is very risky. So for them to actually have that faith in me, I'm quite grateful. So before that, right, let's talk about why and how I started off from an unknown to 9 copiers and 150 followers in just 5 days. It is just 5 days. 5 days ago, let's talk about US oil. It all started at US oil. Okay. US oil. 15-minute chart. Let's talk about this. So the thing about US oil, right, during this period is a very speculative period. In the event of all the OPEC news, the US-China trade wars and stuff like that, and people are quite speculative of what is the price action going to be like. So 5 days ago, I saw this action. You know, I am an Elliott wave trader. So based on the way I see things, it's very different from a typical wave trader. In fact, most of them, their view is kind of different from what I saw. So at this price action over here, okay, up move, consolidation, and this action over here, based on technical traders, most of the technical traders, if they are not well aware of what is going on, this is what's going to happen. Maybe based on stochastic or any kind of technical indicators or support resistance, they will say that this, at this point over here, we should sell it. In fact, more than 70 or 80% of the eToro traders on the social platform, right, was debating with me and saying that it will definitely go down for because of technical trader. There's divergence over here and here and here, those kind of stuff, right? This is what their conclusion. They say definitely it's going to go downtrend. But I was looking at it in a very different perspective. Based on structure, I say very clearly that as long as in the next few hours after this price action, if the price action didn't fall below this level, okay, this level is 58 point, wait, let me see if I can close it up for you guys so that you guys can see. You guys can see, right? I think this will be clearer. Okay, as long as the price action doesn't go below 58.06, I say it's going to have one more big spike to the up move. So let's talk about this. So I posted on the eToro platform of what I think, and I got off quite a big controversial statement, because apparently most of the technical traders, in fact some fundamental traders, also say that no, you are wrong, this is utter bullshit. So I mentioned on this date, which is the 5th of December 11:30, 5th of December 11:30, at this point, you see the red color candlestick over here, at this juncture over here, when the price action was just here. Okay, I say that if for those who follow strictly on some technical indicators, support, resistance, RSI, you might think that oil price is going down. However, please be cautious. Based on wave analysis, if oil price will stay above 58.06 in the next few hours, it will go as high as 60.44. Trade with care. So that's what I said. And long story short, this was the summary. Absolute bullshit rubbish. It will go back down 100%. So this is the consensus of the public. Okay, so I say fine. This is my view. Take it with a pinch of salt. So 1 hour pass. Look at the price action here. 2 hours plus. 3 hours. Still remember what I said? As long as price action stay above 58.06, I know for sure that the price will continue to spike up way higher. So I let it be. And I know that once it reached this point, right, I decided to do a trade whereby if I would enter any point over here, my stop loss must put at the 51.51 point. I will explain later towards the end of this stream why I put my stop loss as 51.51, and my take profit will be way above. So after a few hours pass, most of the traders were saying that, come on guys, this is going downtrend. This Smurf trader is talking rubbish, and there's no way for oil price to spike up. So around like 4, 5 hours, 8 hours down the road, as expected, it went down. Okay, so fine with that. It went down. So at this point, everyone thought that I'm more like a scam, because seems like the price is going to fall downhill based on fundamentals and technical traders. Next moment, it coincided with the announcement of this OPEC news or fundamentals that say they are very optimistic of how the OPEC is going to cut the supply. So miraculously, not to my surprise, based on this price action, the wave, this has been telling me the story that it will go up. But this only happened right at this point when it decided to spike up. This is the part that it spiked up like hell. And this is the part whereby everyone was surprised, because no one was expecting, based on the technicals and fundamentals right before the announcement, that it will go up. So most of people lost money except for me. And because of this short little incident, I managed to get my first copier. Subsequently, there's up to 9 copiers today. So this is a long story short of what happened, based on just eToro platform where it allows you to have social trading platform to communicate. It's more like a Facebook post whereby everyone can comment and discuss. Even trolls will come in to talk, mention about what's their view like, saying that it's rubbish, that it's go downhill and stuff like that. So I stay firm with what I thought, And that's how I earn my followers and my copiers in 5 days. Okay, so let's talk about lesson number 2. Still remember lesson number 2 I mentioned about trading, right? In trading, the way I trade is always this case. The way I trade is always trading based on the first impulse, the correction, followed by the next impulse. So I try to figure out where is the first impulse, okay, and foresee when will be the next up move, and capture this up move to gain profit. Hi guys. Where am I from? I'm from Singapore. So basically, this is lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is never extend your stop loss. Never extend your stop loss without a proper tested strategy. It is always better to cut your losses and re-enter the trade after analyzing the structure and fundamentals. I repeat, never extend your stop loss. Meaning to say, let's say you enter to a random trade like this. Let's say you enter a random trade like this. You know the price action is going up, and you trade the breakout over here. Okay? And you decide to put the stop loss somewhere, maybe this area over here. Based on your strategy, you think that's the safest stop loss. You know, some traders, what they did is, when the price action were to retest a lower low and lower low, instead of losing a trade, they decide to extend the stop loss more and more and more and more. It applies to most traders out there. Do you know that most of traders that use this method, they might win 1 trade, they may win 2 trades. All it takes is one crazy domino effect, one effect. They wipe out the whole account easily. So this is something that you guys have to be very careful about. And it's always better to not extending your stop loss. Just lose a trade, it's fine. Even if you were to be, the action will be, after losing, it spike up, so be it. If you stay firm with the strategy and only re-enter the trade only after reconsidering the whole conditions of the market, as well as the technical and fundamentals indication, that will be a way better trader as compared to a losing trader that extend the stop loss indefinitely. Let me give you an example. Just I think today or yesterday, I mentioned about this trade, Euro USD. Right at this point, right, I post on my feed that this point, after price action break the 672 point, right, it will go down move, right? So I decide to short this, okay, short this and put a stop loss at this level over here, and this will be a very long down move. And what happened was, once the price action play out, I knew most probably the structure was saying that it's going up. So I would rather lose a small trade than to keep extending the stop loss again and again. So what happened was, after this whole price action over here, right, the price action went down all the way to here, okay? Even so, I knew the structure is more inclined towards upside because of how the structure is being played out. So I told myself, as long as there's some price action go down, instead there's 2 ways. Either you close the trade, or you set to break even and let the trade run. So what I did was, I set the break even, right? I totally reduced the stop loss to near 0, which means the worst case scenario is I'm gonna have a break-even trade. That applies to all my copiers, so none of you lost money in that trade. And based on as what I expected, it went up and it spiked up and take me out. But the fact that I adjusted that stop loss, I didn't lose any single cent of money. So it's always better not to adjust your stop loss or to readjust based on the updated structure what is telling you. So in that way, in long run, instead of being a trader that keep doing this, keep extending the stop loss again and again, there's a never ending way. It's better to exit and re-enter the trade. That way, you will end up being a more successful trader in a more long run. Okay, so this is lesson number 2. So guys, this stream is a very short one because basically it's just more to update you guys what I have been doing, and so far how is this account been growing for the past 4 months, as well as some of the queries that has been posted by you guys of how I trade and how I manage the trades, and most importantly, how did I manage to get from a total stranger, 0 followers, maybe less than 5 followers, 0 copiers, to 100 plus copiers and 9 copiers, followers and 9 copiers in 5 days, based on just one single post that I insist on what I feel and the structure. So guys, hopefully this lesson number 2 will add some value in your trading. And with that, I probably have to cut the stream if there's no further question. Do you invest money or not? Invest money? What do you mean? So yeah, I guess I'll cut the stream. So as I mentioned, right, if you would like to be part of the private Telegram group whereby you learn more about trading, this only applies for people who don't have any eToro account. You can just line me at Alpha Smurf. I will update you more about that. So with that, I will cut my stream. Probably maybe in the next future or what, I will update more gaming or some other stuff, but for now, that's the status for my eToro journey. Okay guys, take care and trade safe. Bye guys.